magical second, we can call it.
Dreaming is something, but I'm more pragmatic.
It's physical and mental.
We do have a strong team, and I mean we have 2 Italian GC riders who are always motivated for their home Grand Tours. So, and I think they're both in really good shape and targeted this race. We have Barzi for the sprints and a really good support group. So I think we're well set out here for a good Giro.
The Giro for me it's a very tough race, and it seems a race where if you are a GC rider, you don't have any stage where you can like relax a little bit. Maybe one that is most likely ending up in a sprint. And for sure we are going there as a team and we will try to do again our best. We will see then on the road who will be the captain, the leader, and I'm happy whatever the team decides for me.
Sì, come ho detto prima, sono molto felice ed emozionata di correre il Giro perché nonostante da italiana è bellissimo correre il Giro d'Italia e quest'anno ha un sapore diverso perché attraverserò le strade di casa, quindi avrò molto tifo per me e tutti i miei parenti, tutti i miei amici che sono lì a guardarmi e quindi avrà un sapore diverso e non vedo l'ora.
I mean we had a late substitute with Brody coming in for Spready. But I mean, Brody's been riding really well, so I don't think it's gonna harm the team in support for the leaders.
Yeah, I have a lot of jobs of pulling the peloton in order to manage a breakaway or to close to a breakaway and also to keep our GC leaders in position. And yeah, it's something that I like doing. I think I'm good at it. I don't have many fast twitch muscle fibers, so yeah, I get to use my strength in a really rewarding way.
Yeah, I mean Barzi is, it's the first big race coming back, but she normally knows really where she stands and what she needs.
I know that there should be 2 sprints, 2 stages with a sprint final, and for sure I want to try. And yes, I mean, being in the sprint and try something, it would be great for me. And then I'm ready to help the team.
Yeah, I mean, we always dream for the GC. I mean, it's, but it's extreme last 3 hard days. And I mean, you can't fake it on those days, especially the second last day. So there will be a good bike rider winning this Giro. And we for sure have 2 people who can do that, yeah.
Yes, indeed. I'm very happy with the time trial as a start for the Giro. I'm also very happy to have a time trial that is a proper one and not a prologue, because I'm not the very best in prologues. It's going to be interesting. Like, it's going to be a nice one, to be honest.
15.7 kilometre individual time trial on mainly flat roads in and around Brescia in northern Italy. Among the early starters off the ramp, and included among them Elisa Longo Borghini. Some considerable margin, the fastest to that point, and it was a time that was going to take some beating. Elisa Longo Borghini taking stage success, and with it the Maglia Rosa.
I was very emotional because it's my second Maglia Rosa on paper, but it's my first Maglia Rosa as my own rider, you know, as a person. And as an Italian, you always dream of the Giro when you're a kid, and you always dream of the Maglia Rosa, and you're like, oh, I wonder if
once in my life I will be able to take it. This is really, that's real, yeah. I made it a goal out of it, and I could reach it. And as an athlete, is something really that gives you satisfaction, because most of the time you set goals but you fail, and that's the truth. I nailed it, so it was really, really emotional.
Stage 2 of Giro d'Italia Women 2024 would take the riders on a relatively short 110-kilometre ride from Sirmione.
Doesn't need to waste energy. And once it's stretched out and she is on a good wheel there, yeah, if you can bring her to 175 meters, it's better. But, you know, we do not have 6 people to do that. So then it's there. I mean, Longo, I don't really want you to waste energy. If you're there a little bit and you do one thing and help a little bit, because you're normally good in this position, you do that. Or you also be in her wheel. Yes, be in her wheel, because that's good. But yeah, don't waste energy on that, you know, because the weekend you need to save this. You two need to save as much for the weekend coming.
It's not even sexy lycra.
Hey, what do you need? It's great lizard stuff. Fishnets.
I don't know how she sees it, but for me it's a victory, because she was really there, like fighting for the victory.
After the crash it was not easy, but like the week after I started to think about the bike, and then I really have to say thank you to some people that were around me and really helped me, because without them I wouldn't be here today, honestly.
We have seen pictures that really, being a mom too is incredible. It's really incredible and unbelievable to see her racing already like this. And yeah, I mean, she's not an ordinary rider. She's really calm, but she's so determined.
Yes, I mean, after last year I was like, oh, again, and it's going to be so hard that I don't know if I can do it, but now I'm here, and it's not easy to rebuild the shape, but it's what I'm trying to do.
I could see she was not scared to take risks, and it's not something that you can take for granted after such a massive crash she had. And to be honest, I'm always very impressed by Barzi and the way she can come back after crashes like this. When she sees the finish line, she's another person, and she inspires me a lot.
We all believe in her. That goes a long way, and the fact that it's so hot here, we're keeping her as cool as possible. Like every chance I get, I'm pouring ice cold water over her, and you know, it's a small thing, but it's a big thing at the end, just trying to keep her as cool as possible, and everyone is fully committed. I mean, Loretta must have brought 50 bottles every day. She's done an amazing job.
This one is certainly challenging. Like, I don't think I've done a Giro that's been so consistently hot. Like today, I think my Wahoo read 41 degrees average, 46 maximum, and like constantly backwards and forwards to the car. Like, it's so important to try to stay hydrated, and yeah, it's definitely challenging. And knowing that tomorrow we have Blockhouse, which is 3,700 meters of climbing in 120 Ks, it's definitely, I mean, I guess you forget just how hard those other stages were until you until you get to it. But yeah, it's definitely a tough Giro.
When I know the Giro Rosa arrived in the blockhouse, I think a lot, wow, you imagine the fans in the climb with my name, Gaia, it's really fun. It is.
Yeah, it's more than just your legs. Mentally, you have to be incredibly tough. I mean, tomorrow we have 2 times blockhouse. It's an incredibly difficult climb, and the fact that you're under the burning sun, it's going to mean that all the demons come out of your mind. It's going to be like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, but everybody will feel like that. And it's about the person who ignores those voices, overcomes those voices, and climbs faster than anyone else. So it's physical and mental.
7.5. It's just not. Yes, and then, I mean, the last 6 kilometers are actually a little less than the second time, but it's still a 7% average. So it's, yeah, it's.
Seventh and penultimate stage of Giro d'Italia Women for 2024 would take the riders over 120 kilometres with a total of 3,730 metres of elevation on what is likely to be one of the most demanding stages in the history of the event. Borghini remains in the Maglia Rosa through to the final day of racing now with just a single second advantage.
Yeah, I felt confident. I felt strong. I felt I had people around me that really wanted me to do well on GC. On the stage, I felt strong too, and I tried everything I could to drop Kopecky, and she was not dropping at all.
Elisa put in a really strong fight to defend the pink jersey. I can see that in our room there are still pink jerseys hanging around, so we've got the jersey for another day. It looked like a really selective, really hard race in such hard conditions. And it's made for an exciting. It's going to make for an exciting final tomorrow. But I think we have what it takes to defend it for sure. The team is 100% committed. Elisa has shown her consistency. She's a pleasure to work for. So yeah, it's exciting. It's nerve-wracking, but also exciting.
Basically, if I get second, I'm done. So it's gonna be a tight fight, and but I'm ready for it.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can say to her that will give her the experience. She needs to go through it herself. I've been through it as a leader before, home world championships, etc. And you can do as much psychological work as you can, which she's really on top of, which she's done a good job with. But you really actually have to go through the experience to know how your body will respond to that kind of pressure and expectation. And of course, my advice is that she should enjoy it, because you don't get many opportunities like this in your career. But it is difficult, and I expect that afterwards there'll be some relief. But the next time she gets an opportunity like this, she'll be set up for it.
Elisa's actually won a race by 1 second before, so it's maybe a bit of a good luck charm for her, actually. This magical second, we can call it. But yeah, I like that tomorrow is a hard stage, and Elisa is very good at hard races. For example, Tour of Flanders, maybe one of the hardest races ever, Strade Bianche. Yeah. You know, so I think the parcours definitely suit her, and yeah, suits us because we like that kind of racing. So let's fight for it. We're all in.
I will make sure I'm already at Lotte's.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
If you're sitting from directly in the wheel of her,
yeah,
she's really angry.
Then I don't
so
have to.
I think be aware of her all day.
Yeah.
Only in the final it's really close.
Yeah.
But if you're going to sit from the start in the wheel, then she can be angry.
Okay.
And then we see well more.
Okay. And then maybe we just do my job.
Yeah, and like always, but I know how she is. She's not happy with all the situation always, so think about it.
Final stage of Giro d'Italia Women 2024 would take the riders over a 117-kilometre route that would be as arduous as anything they had faced in the previous days. A series of difficult climbs throughout the day, 2 categorised descents, a sawtooth profile, as the leading protagonists getting set to do battle with just a single second between them. Longo Borghini tracking her rival as she has done throughout much of the week.
Is achieved, because dreaming is something, but I'm more pragmatic. This was a goal, and it was a goal that has been set long time ago. Going into today, I was like really determined, and I had a lot of, let's say, not anger or frustration, but I had a lot of grit with me. I was like, you know, all my teammates are working so hard to make this happen, and I just want to finish it off. And for me, she was my target, and I just was an arrow. I just had to.
All right.
All right.
Now we have to win the Tour de France, huh?
Oh.
I didn't mean you. That can be
okay, no, because we were like...
Can be somebody else.
Yeah.
Gonna work like a donkey at the Tour de France. Yes.